Good evening, friends, and welcome to yet another exciting session where we have further updates on the Saif Ali Khan case, and we have some very shocking things coming out of Lilavati Hospital, and also very interestingly, Parambir Singh is also with the Lilavati Hospital officially. In what capacity, we'll be talking about that, as well as a lot of very exciting information we have we have collected, and we'll be discussing and analyzing, and we'll be giving our viewpoint. Welcome each and everyone. Welcome Gloria, welcome Fennel, Sharmila, and each and everyone.
Yeah. So welcome my foot, Gloria, Fennel, Sharmila, and yes, all the others. Jagdish Nair also, welcome. So now apparently, now every day we are getting surprises. Now it is now not Taimur, who has taken Saif to the hospital. Now, they say, kahan se tapak ke aaya? There is another man who has come into the picture, and he is none other than this man. So let me just get the picture out. Now this is Afsar Zaidi. Now who is Afsar Zaidi is the question. Kahan se tapak ke gira? Pata nahi. So he is now the for the moment, he is the man of the moment. Like you have man of the match, he is man of the moment. Okay, so he is a very good friend of Saif. This is what we understand. Now, apparently, he was the one who brought him to the hospital. Now, you all know that, see, everybody is saying the opposite, nothing is coinciding with any information that people are giving out, including the doctor, the police, and, the staff, and Kareena and her whole family, her pura khandan, all telling different versions. Now, the doctor of Lilavati had said he was brought in at 2 a.m. And now, apparently, they say that he was admitted at 4 a.m. by a man called Afsar Zaidi, who had come with Taimur and Saif. Now, this is news to us, because then it means that he came from one direction, and Kareena came from another direction, because Kareena also came to the hospital at 4 o'clock.
Yeah.
So let me just.
Also, one more thing, very importantly, I'm just sharing one.
Was too young to handle the formalities. He's saying something else here. Now he is saying that he was called to fill up the paper. So he was not the man who went in the rickshaw. So rickshawala is right. So that this is not this is not Zaidi. Now Zaidi has been called by Saif to fill the form, because Taimur, at his age, he is only 6, so he cannot fill the form. In fact, he'll have to stand on a chair to even look at the form and get a pen and ask daddy what it is all about. So this Afsar Zaidi is the one who has who has come to help Saif out. Now, just like what you would say about the other, the other company, Quad, who manages other people, talent agencies. Similarly, this man manages, all these actors. Now, apparently, he has a very big hand in, helping Hrithik Roshan become a huge success. They say that beyond their HRX partnership, Hrithik Roshan and Afsar Zaidi have connections through Exceed Entertainment, a celebrity management company founded by Afsar. Now, before venturing into entrepreneurship, Afsar Zaidi, can I just mute you, Jenny? Because I'm getting an echo. Now, before venturing into entrepreneurship, Afsar Zaidi worked as a salaried employee at the Mahesh Bhupati Globo Sport India Private Limited until 2005. He later established his sports management firm, Carving Dreams, which eventually evolved into Exceed Entertainment. And according to DNA India, Ajay Devgan quickly signed a contract with this agency. So now there seems to be a clear rivalry between Kwan and this man's Exceed, agency. Anyway, now this man has been brought into the picture, and he is the one who has signed, and he has come there only at 4 o'clock. Okay, so that could be, he could have come there, but he couldn't have admitted Saif at 4 o'clock. That's wrong, because the doctor very clearly said it is 2 o'clock. But now the question here is that, can we believe the doctor of Lilavati hospital? Because we have some new information that's come in. So different stories and narratives coming out every day. Who cares who's doing what and saying? I mean, why is Saif Khan given so much importance? Finally, you're here, and that the very fact that you're here shows that people are very worried about the lies that are being fed to them, using the taxpayers' money. This is what is worrying the people, nothing else. Otherwise, Saif, who is going with, who he is dating, and who is, this thing with, playing with, is all not our problem at all. Okay, but he's using our money. So that is, very big worry, especially in times of inflation. India's, the highest inflation level has hit India now. And perhaps Saif Ali Khan is responsible for that. He may appear that he's a pauper. Now, here also, let me ask you a question. Now, he has applied for an insurance of 35 lakhs. In 5 days, how much did the hospital spend on him, charge him, that it became 35 lakhs? Did he ask, for royal lunches and dinners and, whatnot, other than the plastic surgery and whatnot that they did to his body? Has he spent 35 lakhs? Okay. Now, people are asking, other people are asking, middle class people are asking that when they ask for insurance, they don't get it this fast. How did this man get his insurance so fast? And was this man so, in need of money that even before the family is reacting, the insurance money has come? So something, dal mein kuch kala hai. It's very, very clear. So now we will go on to a more interesting piece of news. So now we want to know, as you know, in the case of, SSR, so in the case of SSR, we know how the whole case was, botched up, with our very dear Parambir Singh, and his foot soldier, Vaze, going and, helping the Mahavikas Aghadi, to hide everything. Now, we will all think, okay, that is history, 5 years back, right? Almost 5 years back. And we would think this man would have disappeared because he would have got political clout, and we don't know where he is. Now, the funny thing is, Jaydev, who is this man, Parambir Singh? Can you tell us a little bit about what Parambir Singh is doing at the moment?
Yeah, so can you hear me?
Yeah.
So Parambir Singh is the executive director of Lilavati Hospital at present.
Oh, is it?
Yes.
Now, this is news to us, because which means now, all the jigsaw puzzle, the puzzle pieces are coming together. Because, I was wondering, why? Let us, talk about the doctors who came and spoke about, the case. Now, the main doctor was going, what you say, hammer and tongs over, the kind of lion that had come into the, hospital in the name of Saif, with his little son bleeding all over. He had never seen such an actor, in real life acting this way. So now we know why, the doctor was acting in this melodramatic kind of manner. Now we know, why? Because there seems to be something behind, some kind of support that he is getting from behind. Because if he would have been put on a lie detector test, I'm sure this man would have been caught, easily caught. The second doctor was, as I said, a little bit more sober, but the first one, who is the main doctor, was lying through his teeth. Because even the rickshawala said, initially the rickshawala didn't know who it was, and also the anchor, the reporter who asked him questions, he said, "Nee, there was not much blood. He just got into the rickshaw with this child, and there was another man, and he didn't have much bleeding, some small bleeding which we wiped off with the cloth, and he went to the hospital, and then he just waved with his hand." Now, this doctor says that he came in bleeding. No, that means the script was already written. When the press conference or whatever the doctors gave happened, that already it was scripted. Because, as you know, in Sushant Singh Rajput's case, they were talking about so many things. The door was shut, and he hung himself in a room that was worse than a servant's room. That was Sushant Singh Rajput's room. So now we know that the dots are all connecting, because when they say that he, Saif came in and, he was so brave, and then, he did this and they did that, all that, then the question also comes to the fact that why so many, injuries, with so many injuries, how did this man come back, like he was coming back from the gym? Now, if he was stabbed in the back, it is apparent that he was not facing the intruder. Somebody from behind would have, stabbed him. Now, very interestingly, Ram Kumar Iyer says, it's very unusual for people in the household not to alert the building security. If Saif was stabbed in the back, it is apparent that he was not facing the intruder. Possibly, it could be someone from the family taking the auto may have been to avoid people later being questioned. It seems apparent. It's some inside job, Meenaji. And so this is something that he is saying. And he's also saying that, but even that I'm not sure, because it's very sad in the case of Sushant Singh Rajput, he was not alive and there was police involvement. So here, now with the coming in of Parambir Singh, now our ears are so, like now antenna, they have lifted up, because we now know that nothing that comes out of that hospital has to be believed. I don't believe it. Now, because there will be 100, like minions, no? There will be 100 Wazis running around. So now I don't trust Lilavati at all. So now what happens is that, my question to you friends is that Bandra has become a very cozy joint for Bollywood people and the cabal, because you have Trimukhe at the Bandra police station. He paid a lot of money to get that post, because it is, a station where rich people come. So he can get lot of money from them. And you remember, he was the one that Riya Chakravarti always confided in. Her confidant was a police officer called Trimukhe. Now he was at the Bandra station. Now Lilavati is also in Bandra. Okay. Now all the actors of Bollywood and all the producers and all are living in Bandra. Everybody is maintaining silence that is so eerie. What has happened? Because Ananya Pandey, even if she, wants to take her flask, she will, go with the drum, saying that, give me my flask, give me my shoes, give me my bag, But now even a person like Ananya Pandey is keeping quiet, which means that there has been a warning given to Bollywood. Please keep quiet, shut your mouths, or we are in big problem. Okay, so this is now Parambir Singh is come into the scene, and see, we are not making something up. But what Arnab Goswami underwent in the hands of Parambir Singh under the diktat of Mahavikas Aghadi was not a very pleasant thing. Now we would have expected, Fadnavis, to punish this guy. Okay, or at least to have him questioned. Now he has got a plum role. And also on top of that, we do not know the whereabouts of Waze. Now is Waze one of the nurses there? We do not know. He could be. Because he is the one who's saying knife is broken into 3 pieces. One is inside Saif's stomach, one is outside, one is in the garden. And now they have even found a handle. So ultimately it comes to 4 pieces of the knife. And now another new character has also come in. We are talking about this close friend of Saif. Now, he is a talent management person, and he's also the one who has made apparently everybody successful. Now, this means that he's a big, a contender, to Juan and Cornerstone. So now there is a big problem here as well. Now everybody is saying, what is his relationship with Kareena Kapoor? Now, we really don't know. They're all friends. So we do not know what is the relationship there also. But this fellow was caught. Okay. Now, moving on to, the new latest update is that Saif Ali has given his statement. So perhaps, Jaydev, you could tell us more about that.
Yeah, so Saif Ali Khan has recorded his statement to the Bandra police, and this is what he described. My grip loosened after the stranger stabbed me repeatedly on my back with a knife after I overpowered him. And in his statement, Saif recounted the fear his family and staff experienced. He also mentioned that the intruder was noticed by his staff nurse, Eliama Philip, who was in the room with his younger son, Jahangir. And Saif said he and Karina came out of the bedroom on hearing Philip's scream, and Jahangir was crying. He saw a stranger attacking, Eliama Philip. So he charged at him and grabbed him. The stranger stabbed him to escape. So this is what he was quoted, a police officer, as saying. After returning from the hospital, Saif was informed by Philip that the intruder had asked for 1 crore rupees. So this is the exact statements as recorded by Saif.
Yeah. So Nina says that Parambir cannot be trusted, especially after the way the case of Sushant was handled. This is absolutely true. The moment we heard about this, Nina, we also decided that this is a gone case. Okay, and now we know why Saif took a rickshaw and only went to Lilavati hospital. Okay, so Devnashu says everything looks so artificial. One day when genuine problems falls on them, no one will believe. Yes, it's like the wolf. So that is why, coming back to what Nina Mittal said, is that since Parambir is behind the whole thing, now we do not know who to trust, because now we are in a real dilemma. Even Fadnavis must be thinking, "Arey Baba, main to fas gaya." We don't know which person to support, and now even the police officer in charge has been changed. The police, the person who was investigating has been changed. Now, is that also a part of Parambir Singh's, what do you call his manipulations? We do not know, because he has been there for generations, and he knows inside out. Bombay police means, it doesn't mean Scotland Yard. It means Parambir Singh's, gang, is what I would say. Now they keep saying that, see, they are so clean, they are doing all this. Well, they're giving you a shitty story, saying that some Bangladeshi from somewhere, even his father is saying that that is not his son. I mean, he's been seeing him from, at least, what is his age? Must be 30. For 30 years, the father has been seeing his son's face. Now he looks at the CCTV camera and he says that that is not my son. The father doesn't recognize him. We do not recognize him. Some, very mosquito-like character was going up and down. And then they say it is this person who's even his skin colors, many shades darker. So now we do not know, because Parambir Singh has gone to his, if he is involved, it would have gone back to the old ways, which is back to Javed Akhtar's script. Now, so that script will keep on changing. Please beware, every day you are going to get a new script. 100%, because suddenly we never knew this character. Ye to kahan se tapak ke gira? And anyway, he was not even in the rickshaw. He came straight to the hospital. Did he come with Kareena Kapoor?
Hospital. Exactly.
Yeah. So did he come with Kareena Kapoor? Because they both seem to have come at the same time. Okay. So did Kareena Kapoor talk about this friend? And if they went together to the hospital, why was Kareena not filling the form? She's the wife. So why did she not fill the form? Okay, Kareena must be in a state of, panic. What about Karishma? She's the one who hops, jumps and runs through all the parties and goes to Ambani's weddings and all with complete, the best of, attire. But this lady chose to remain behind the scenes. And she didn't go. And she didn't even help her sister. Now, we can understand the case of Babita and Dabut. Both of them are having problems. They are, senior citizens. But what about Karishma, who seems to be, cashing in on the, Kapoor Khan family for whatever, luxury she wants, she is using them. But when they want help, this lady is nowhere to be seen. And now, according to Saif's, narration, what you said, Jaydev, so now it has become like, the nurse or the ayah has become the main, person who's faced all the problem. Now, I had read somewhere that the other sister, Sabah of, Saif, gave her an award, a reward, So people are left and right giving them rewards. Of course, you heard of yesterday, we told you. Mika is going to give 1 lakh. Going to give. Bollywood, I don't trust. So tomorrow he may say that, Arey bhai, why should I give 1 lakh? So we don't know. Unless that goes actually to the rickshawala, we don't know. Now rickshawala has pulled a fast one. What is Rickshawala saying? Rickshawala is saying, Saif can give me a role in his next film. I'll only gladly take it. This seems like blackmail. You just took him from there to the hospital. Now you are asking for a plum role in his movie.
Also, one more point.
Yeah, please.
See, one important point is the medical report. It's mentioned. Lacerations. Over back, laceration over lateral aspect of wrist, laceration over the side of neck, laceration over the shoulder, elbow abrasion wound, multiple laceration wounds. But they have not mentioned leakage of spinal fluid and all those things in the medical report. So that is very, very suspect indeed. And why have they not mentioned leakage of spinal fluid in the medical report is my...
Now also Jaidev, something very interesting comes from Savitri. Now Savitri says, this is another take now. Savitri says, sorry, that Rickshawala looks like he's related to them. The resemblance is there. And not only she, but also Ajay Kumar says, Savitri, yeah, I too feel that he resembles Saif Ali Khan a lot. Now, this is very strange. What is happening? Are people dressing up and coming and, doing some sort of an act here? That also, we do not know. Janita says, forensic science has proved there are two different individuals, a CCTV guy and the other. Absolutely. And Gunzai says, shame, Lilavati peddles such lies. Must be Parambir's storytelling skills like he did in the SSR case. And now, one thing we must admire. He kept a very low profile. Who? Parambir Singh. Otherwise, he's on your face. Okay, he comes with his flat stomach. I think he works out in the gym at least 10 hours and has, so he eats like a bird. So when he was in power, he used to come, showing his chest and abdomen just like he was Shah Rukh Khan or he was, not midget. I will not say a midget, Akshay Kumar or someone, So this man has kept a very, very low profile, which means he doesn't want to be detected. Now, my question to, Chief Minister is that, no, I'm not talking about Saif at all. I'm asking Shaina and, Chief Minister, who gave him this plum post? Okay. Was it based on the bravado he showed during
what
the
is the
SSR
qualification he has? He comes from police background. How can he just be the executive director of a hospital?
Yeah, forget about that. It's not on. They don't give out based on qualifications. Bombay doesn't work that way. Anyway, that's not the question. The question is, who gave him this plum post? Okay, and was he rewarded for something? Was it Mahavikas Agadi who gave him this post, or was it the present, tripartite party? We do not know. Was it Pawar or was it Shinde or was it Fadnavis? We do not know. But this man has been, I see it as a promotion. And this promotion has been on the head of SSR, Disha Salian. Because you remember, the moment Disha Salian was killed, Baze was, I don't know, hiding in some rat hole and they brought him there, and said, now you do this case. Because they knew only he can do this case. I mean, not investigate, but watch up the case. So immediately, Disha Salian's, all her evidence was, missing. Even the post-mortem report, there was, rubber marks. We read very clearly in detail what happened to her. And afterwards, it was all rubbed off and someone put in ink something else. So this is how people, law enforcement forces, and now a very, very devious, this thing happening in the hospital as well. Because, see, if you look at the mainstream media, not many people are speaking about it except Arnab Goswami. Now, Arnab Goswami spoke to a few doctors, and the doctors are all, playing very evasive. They're not saying that, see, after so many injuries, he can walk. They're saying depends on where the injury was. Arnab was in detail telling them where exactly what liquid came out and blah, blah, blah. But the doctors were scared. You can see the doctors were not speaking the truth. We are talking about Aam Aadmi doctors. who were pulled on his panel. So that means they are scared of this Parambir Singh. Earlier, as a policeman, he used to frighten people. Now, Lilavati doctor, the fraternity also he has frightened. This is real dadagiri, isn't it? Which means that, see, Parambir Singh is more important than even the politicians in Maharashtra. Right? Because now apparently we heard that so many of the police were awarded for catching this Bangladeshi whose father says that this is not the man. So this is really what you call absolutely shocking that these people are doing this. This sort of, it's very strange that they can even, stoop to this level. Now, Nitish Rane, he says that, see, I doubted whether he's, been stabbed or he was acting. Now, he also says that, look at what Bangladeshis are doing in Mumbai. They entered Saif Ali Khan's house. Earlier, they used to stand at the crossings in the roads. Now, they've started entering houses. Maybe he came to take Saif away. It's good. Garbage should be taken away. I saw when he came out of the hospital, I doubted whether he had been stabbed or he was acting. He was dancing while walking. And also the fact that, see, if you know, one more thing that I don't know how many of you would have seen it, is, a recording of Supriya Sule speaking to Bebo. Now, who is Bebo? No, it's not baby. It's Bebo. Bebo is Garina. Even today, at this age, I don't know how old she is. She must be around 40, 45. Okay, she's still known as Bebo. Now, Bebo and Supriya Sule spoke like, they were just the closest of friends. What is happening to our Saifu and this thing and that thing and all that? This is a politician, right? So whatever we've been saying earlier also, friends, is true. How close they are, And that is why none of us get justice in these cases. Because everybody, this Supriya, this Shaina, all of them are putting their heads in. Each one wants to say, be battered by the party. In her case, it will be her father, who can, is almost in the last stage of his life. Now, she needs a pat from her father, And she was saying, Bibu, what happened, Bibu? What happened to our Saif? And similarly, this lady, Shaina, was also doing her best to protect this couple. Now, one thing very clear is that, friends, if these people are saying that, see, why are you interested in their life and why are you acting like investigators? The fact is that, see, they're using our money, in the government machinery. Everything that is being used is taxpayers' money. Now, some people have gone to Davos, and they're meeting people like Bill Gates and all that. That is also on our taxpayers' money. Everybody knows Bill Gates' character, his, association with Fauci. How our government is allowing our politicians to meet this man who is connected, they say, indirectly to the deep state, is also a big question. So our money is being used on all these things. BJP has come out very clearly that deep state is the one who is trying to topple our prime minister. Then why are our people going and meeting with people who are associated with them in Davos? Okay. Why is Fadnavis interfering in something that seems to be an internal matter in the Saif Ali Khan case? Something has happened within the four walls of Saif Ali Khan's house, which cannot be mentioned openly, because it can land the Saif, both Saif and Bebo in problem. Their brand value will become zero. Okay, and that is something that is very, very serious. And like I told you yesterday, just a day after that, some very expensive toy scooters landed at their doorstep for Taimur and for Jay. Now, I don't think the children would, even though they're small, I'm sure they would understand that the parents have undergone a very, very critical situation. They are not going to play with their scooters, right? So, but something has happened, and these scooters have been given to keep everybody quiet and happy and hunky-dory, playing in the garden, not asking unwanted questions, not speaking to any uncles and aunts about what happened in the house at that time. Now, I don't understand. See, even the police can question the children, in the presence of, they don't need to ask Jay, he's too small, but they can ask Taimur what happened to, what did you see in front of people, so that they know that they're not harassing them. This happens in the West. So they get an eyewitness record, right? Now, another thing that is very surprising, friends, is that did Saif and Bebo, fire the security guard? No. Why? They have been the most inefficient people, who have not even bothered to inform anybody, including the police, of what happened. Because see, if it happened in your house, the first thing you would do is call the police, and call neighbors and friends and everybody to tell them that this has happened. But this was done, in the quiet of the night, without anybody knowing it. He just slipped into a rickshaw, and he just went with his little son. So which means they wanted to hush the truth. And the truth is something very personal and very close to the couple. And we can make this out because Kareena Kapoor was very upset after this happened. And you can make out even through the fight or whatever argument she had with the servants or the nurses or the nannies, whatever they call them, because I don't know whether they're nurses or nannies or whatever, But she had a huge argument with them with the rickshaw right in front. So we do not know, because Kareena seems to be very, very upset. Now, news has come in that in America, Obama is going to divorce his wife, Michelle or Michael or whoever it is. So now we really don't know, is there something here in the offing? Because both the couple don't seem to see eye to eye on anything. Did they hold a press conference together? Now, Arnab has been asking, please give us an interview. We will know the truth. Please come to the public and give me an interview. Do you think, Arnab, they will come to you? They won't come to you. Do you think they're going to reveal what happened, in the four walls of their house? And why there's so much discrepancy, in the timing? And some people say, in your debate, Simi says that the elevator was full of blood. Now, was that blood or ketchup? We really do not know. Because apparently from the way Saif jumped and came in, and showed thumbs up to everybody, controlled the crowd, controlled the police, and told everybody that, see, I'm fine. This is just 5 days after such a serious operation. And he says all that. So what was that, Simi, was that so much of blood that, the neighbors or the tenants or the other people saw in the elevator? Was that blood or was that ketchup? Yeah. So these are all questions. And why are we hiding things is my question to Lilavati Hospital. Why don't you show very clearly the pictures? You have CCTV camera. Please show the picture of Saif coming with, heavy bleeding, holding Taimur's hand and entering the hospital. Surely that is a simple picture. Parambir Singh can easily show that. Why is Parambir Singh hiding that?
Yeah, also, this is a very good question. Then the police questioned the society secretary of the building society secretary. There's no information about that, as well as the fact that there is another angle which we have discussed earlier, is that Saif Ali Khan's properties was worth 15,000 crores. It's all likely to get taken over by the central government because of the enemy property clause. And there is this angle that there could be a possibility that the Saif Ali Khan has not filed an appeal with regards to this, and in order to get an extension for the appeal, they might have done all these things, right? So this is also another angle which is being looked into, right?
Yeah. So let me just take a few comments. Divya says, well, Taimur was big enough to accompany his father to the hospital. Then why not? Yes, the child has to be interrogated. Do it in front of other elders, but they need to do it. And so that is very important. Jaydev, let me just take a lot of comments coming in, which are really very interesting. And Veda says, If at 2:30 he was assaulted, how does the CCTV show 2:33 a.m. when the attacker trotted down the stairs? Yes. And then let's go to Ajay says that Ronit Roy is on board with the security system. Another way, Ronit is in the limelight. Are the Zeros, Saif and Bollywood trying to protect themselves as real life heroes? And Nina says, we seem to be spending tons of money, our income tax on useless people, in spite of the actors rolling in money. And that also now, another piece of news that has come out, Jaydev, is that you had mentioned that 11,000 rupees was given to the rickshawala.
50,000. Yesterday it was mentioned 50,000 rupees.
Somebody else has given it. That's what they were saying. Okay, it was not safe. Okay, some other benefactor, someone who felt that it was only nice to give it. So this plus 1 lakh will come to 1.5. The rickshawala is getting, plus a plum role in the movie, whichever movie Saif is going to take next. Now, where is the society's chairman? Yes, absolutely, Lina. Don't spare politicians and Bollywood. Our politicians are busy in Davos meeting all those unwanted people, and people who Trump is saying that, like, do you want me to, what do you want me to do with Bill Gates? And those are the people our politicians are meeting in Davos and showing pictures. Array, we did this, we did that. Women's empowerment. What women's empowerment? Disha Salian's case has not been solved. Jia Khan has not been done. Janvi Kukreja has not been done. A whole dozen women are saying, don't tell us Beti Bachao. Now Beti has not been bachao. Okay, let me take a few more cases, comments. So, Meenu says, do not spare politicians and Bollywood. Exactly. Narinder says, good morning. And didn't the police question the society secretary? Well, Taimur was big enough to accompany his father. Why not? He is interrogated. Yes. Each action of these people always leads to many doubts and fishy in each utterance. All male servants froze with fear. Nobody recorded audio of women screaming, and no help bothered to make a video of the scuffle to show the police. Now, is that man seen in CCTV alive? That's why they got different people in media. Minaji, certain media channels are saying that the CCTV footage of the guy is from the 6th floor. Everything is so unclear. Absolutely. Seems like a well-written and performed drama. I don't think it's a well-written one because all the things seem to be, contradictory. Lina, didn't other patients see Saif inside the hospital? Will any assailant show off the face in security camera? No, he was actually posing. That is the question, Ramya. He said that, see, if they don't get my features right, let me pose once more. So it was a, what you call, like a selfie. He gave a proper selfie. And Lina says, not his property. It never belonged to his.
Yeah, share of the property.
It is enemy property. Let's name it as enemy property because the Nawabs, were slaves of the Britishers. They did nothing for our country. So let's say that. Okay. Now, Ajay Kumar says, yes, ma'am. Safe CCTV with all the bleeding can solve many queries, but not being shown. Now we know the reason why it's not being shown, Ajay, because it seems like Parambir is tight-lipped. Now, do not think Saif was attacked rather than the opposite. Saif was trying to stop someone and the person attacked in self-defense. But no blood on rickshaw seat. Yes. I'm sure the apartment is posh. Then why didn't it record the main gate visuals of Saif Ali Khan leaving? And now, to pull wool on people's eyes, Ajay, what they're doing is fixing more CCTV cameras. So now every inch there is a CCTV camera to show the people that, oh, we didn't have, So now thank you for reminding us we are putting CCTV cameras. Now Veda says the CCTV camera showed multiple cameras, list of which only one floor was shown. So rest of the cameras are erased. Cannot be that non-existent cameras are numbered. Saif has lost a lot of money. Why is our tax money being wasted in this manner, says Lina. Don't they have CC camera installed on main gate driveway? He says. Lacerations happen in self-defense. In direct attack, deep stab wounds happen with force. And everybody is saying that they have never seen such a knife. That at every stage it breaks. First it goes into the body, it breaks. Then it goes, the person who's running with the handle drops something there. And
How
then
did it break into 3 pieces, right? 3 pieces. The
no,
knife.
now it is 4 pieces. 4 pieces.
4 pieces.
Yeah. CM of Maharashtra is playing with people's emotions. He knows people want SSR and Disha to get. People want justice. Yes. Boycott Bollywood, says Renu. Make a footage of the scuffle. Really? And then there is one person in Republic who keeps saying that. See, why are you bothered? What is happening? Arey Baba, they are spending our money. And if you spend Nawab of Pataudi's money, sell those properties and do it for whatever you want. Even while you're at it, you can even go to a beauty parlor. Doesn't matter. Use your money. Don't use public money is what we are saying. Now, Miss Knight is saying, honestly, I feel they will say there are some issues in CCTV footage, especially about the elevator. Maybe they don't want people to know about who was there at attack night. It is not maybe, Miss Knight. It is that they don't want you to know the truth. It's a fact. It's simple. It's on your face, So
my question is why they released only select CCTV footage to the media. That this CCTV footage of that person coming down the stairs. Yeah. Why they didn't release the other CCTV footages?
Yeah, and nothing of the hospital. Because now they are saying that, see, he didn't take a stretcher. He just walked in. Now, this Saif is something. He is really a king, a Maharaja. Not even Nawab, he is a Maharaja. Now, Rekha says, CNBC 18 News Channel has reported that according to hospital reports, Saif and business partner Zafar took Saif to the hospital. Yes, we have spoken about this in the beginning if you want to rewind it. I think Saif took the rickshaw because he couldn't trust anyone at home, family or staff, is what Harita says. I would say it the other way, Harita. He was trying to hide something. Okay? And his son has seen something very, very ghastly. And it is to coach the child that please do not talk or open your little mouth. We will give you some gifts. We do not know because the gift has to be from Saif. It can't be from some sugar daddy or some Santa Claus or anything. It can't be. We don't know. Right? It has to be from the father. And why would you give gifts to children? To keep them shut. So that they don't ask unwanted questions or they don't talk about unwanted things. Now, Archana says, Saif says, Karina was with him. Karina says she was on the 12th floor. Both of them should decide what what to lie about. In fact, Archana, somebody else said that Riya, Sonam's sister, dropped Karina, after the party. Now then, why didn't she drop her at the hospital? Now they are saying, no, they were not at Riya's house. They were at top floor, 12th floor. Now, everything happened on 12th floor. And nobody knows anything. Staff is silent. No staff has been fired. So that means it is not the staff's fault. Security guards have not been fired. So it's not the fault of the security. Only the couple are biting at each other. Because even when, Saif came sailing in from the hospital, Pipe was nowhere around him. Karishma was nowhere around him. The one, Karishma is usually clingy on to Saif because now she doesn't have a husband. She also depends on Saif a lot. Usually she clings onto his arm. Now even Karishma, both the sisters don't want to stand near the man.
And so also, one more important thing, friends, is why no one in the Bollywood fraternity has opened their mouth. Where is Amitabh Bachchan's statement? Where is Shah Rukh Khan's statement? Where is Salman Khan's statement? Why are they not, giving a statement even to the media regarding this incident?
Yeah, one thing is very clear, Jaidev. Because already everybody in the family and the fraternity, the workers and all are giving different statements. Can you imagine all of Bollywood coming, especially people like Alia, Ananya, because they don't know what they're talking. So they will all add to the mess. So Kabal has very carefully told them, people, please keep quiet. Jaan khatre, khatre mein hai. Sabka jaan khatre mein hai. Jara baap pre, jara just keep quiet. This is how they would have said. Now, Govinda also, we heard sometime back that he hurt himself with the license gun he had. Now, Saif has come with it. No, in this case, Mridula, it was like the gun shot itself. In Govinda's case, it was nobody. No, it was not a friend or like Ashrad or none of them. It was the gun which took, a very vicious turn and shot Govinda on the leg. This is the kind of story that Bollywood will cook up. Okay, let's take some more. Jerry, can we take a few more very good comments coming from people? boycott Bollywood. Yes. Yes. Saif says Kareena was with him. Yes, we've taken that point. Maybe not a knife, but a sword. Yes, that it could change, within time, because now everybody's saying suddenly a friend has come from somewhere. So now this friend must be going to play a very important role in future. So because Parambir Singh and all the other people may be thinking now how to give him, added, you see, when you do a film, when you make a person rounded, the movie becomes more plausible. So you can't have flat characters. So now this friend who has come needs to become rounded. So that is something that is going to happen very shortly. Boycott Bollywood and all their brand endorsements when compared, companies get losses, these actors will lose endorsements. Canadian Travel says even a 5-year-old brain has brain to see. This is a cooked up story and they have been asked to shut up, is what I understand. Welcome, Purnima, as always. Very nice to see you. But the doctor said he came to the hospital with his younger son. Yes. No, apparently this friend has come only at 4 o'clock, and they've admitted Saif at 4 o'clock. Then who came at 2 o'clock? Was it Ghost Saif and Ghost Taimur? So now we do not know if the spirits are also walking, Illuminati, so many people are walking around. We do not know now that Ghost is also there. Whether we are seeing the number 666 everywhere, we do not know what has happened. Okay. Now, Mritula says, Govinda, yes, we took that comment, Jaideep. Can we take a few more? He is a Superman. He can walk with injury. And God alone knows if, the fifth part is also inside his body. We do not know because he's so daring. Eye-opening revelation. Parambir Singh was executive director of is. Welcome, Sanju, as always. Kumudi says, maybe all staff is busy in the house. Now, Sanju says, Kareena didn't go to the girls' party. Now, then why is Sonam busy showing cups and glasses and, a very cozy, warm atmosphere of a Bollywood party and saying that we're all having a lovely time? That's Kareena, Karishma, Riya and Sonam. So was that meant to fool us, Sonam? We know that whatever Sonam says is not to be believed. So now, is this a big lie from Anil Kapoor's daughter? Is also a question. Now, Sanju says, very true, Jaidev, nobody is speaking a word. In the past, Saif has attacked an NRI at the restaurant in the past. Now, let me also tell you one more thing, friends. This person that we spoke about. Now, let's go back to this character. I would like you to Google about him, and you'll find some not very good things about him also, his character. So that also is something that you friends can Google and find out. Okay. Now, Ravindra says, Minaji, Saif injury looks to be cooked up story by the doctor. Amit Shah should instruct Devendra Fadnavis to hand over the case to CBI. Which CBI are you talking about, Ravindra? Are we talking about the CBI which happened in the SSR case, or it happened in the the hospital in West Bengal where the doctor was gang raped and killed? The CBI is saying the same tune as Magda, and that man Sanjay is the main culprit when the girl was ripped apart by at least 5 people who escaped from the country, is what the interns say. And now the chief minister wants him dead. Why? To cover up the proof, is it, madam? We really don't know what Mamta is also up to. Maybe Kabal has consultants who advise and plots of scripts to divert the netizen from Sushant, Jia and Disha case. Jaya Bachchan, not a word from her inside Parliament. Yes. So this is what is happening, friends. It's very, very weird, the kind of stuff that's happening in the Khan Kapoor Khandan, because just a few weeks back we saw them shaking hands with Prime Minister Modi, and all of them were in their best attire and all that. Then we heard news of, enemy property all being handed over, and BJP is taking it over, and that, Saif has become a pauper, and which is not very good news for Kareena either, because, imagine losing so many millions. These were their holiday homes whenever they had a holiday. So all this is rather, depressing for these people, I'm sure. So Aarti says, please do not give importance to these people. Amit Shah never opened his mouth for SSR. Shocking. Supreme Court also keeping quiet. Does Saif have a clone? And Meera says, hi Minaji, after a long time I missed you both. I catch up offline.
Welcome,
Thank you so much.
Meera.
Thank you so much. Yeah. Karina and Ibrahim frequently travel abroad and they don't want to get associated with any matter relating to police and be in the records. That's why they didn't accompany Saif. Now, Tiger and Lian scared of Bishnoi. Something went wrong in that fear. Saif's statement seems cooked up story, says Purnima. And Mithun says, ye pura case kabal hai. And Arun says, the tiger which could go on auto, no, be very precise, lion would go on an auto to hospital, didn't have the energy to sign a form. See, Arun, they need time, no? Because their brains don't work as fast as yours and mine. They need time. If they're making a movie, they take 1 year to make the movie because they need doubles. They need all this VFX to cover all their faults. They need Botox. They need plastic surgery to cover up all the bumps and, whatever is falling down. So they need time. So if they went at 2:30, they took time till 4 o'clock to decide what to do. Now, Sunil says corrupt politicians in power are denying justice to the innocents. And also, other than China, there's nobody speaking. Otherwise, you have some Golgappa ministers and all speaking about all these things and crying crocodile tears. Nothing of that sort is happening. Maybe because they're all in Davos and all that, so they may be busy with that. Now, Meera says it's so sad to see that the system in India revolves around Bollywood. I don't understand why these people are given so much importance when there are bigger problems in the world. Absolutely. So with this, we end the session. Thank you, friends. We'll keep you up to date tomorrow with all the latest. And please, rest assured that we will give you the truth and nothing like the mainstream medias, who are depending on PR to give them, finished copy, which they then read for you. So with that, we say good night, Jai Hind, and Jai Shri Ram.
Jai Shri Ram.